What happens when you're on your marks, get set, then the block slide backwards? What are the rules? Do you proceed and fight for your position? Do you stop and raise a complaint? Do you run and complain later? Or do you just step back and watch all your season's hard work go down? That's what you're about to find out. But first, welcome back to Track and Field by Chico, where we give you news, views, reviews, and interviews. A lot happens on track and field. False starts, faulty starts, injuries, falls. They're not so common, but also happens is when your block start slides on your takeoff. Remember, a starting block is a device used in a sport of track and field by sprinters. The athletes brace their feet against the start of the race as they do not slip as they stride forward at the sound of the starter's pistol. The blocks allow you to shift your weight to your shoulders and hands rather than your lower body and feet. When the starting gun goes off, your legs do not have to push up and lift your entire body to move forward. The benefit of gaining momentum as quickly as possible can improve performance time in a race. So what happens in a situation like this? You on your marks, you get ready, go. Everyone else is a step ahead of you. Their feet firmly planted on the ground to take the next stride. And here you are on the ground, tensed, adrenaline rush, not thinking, just doing, forgetting all about the dry face, trying to catch up and be in the race. Because remember, all this is happening within a span of 9 or 10 seconds if it's in the 100 meters. Before we proceed, check out this video and see what they have in common. The common thing is that you can see is that they all have their blocks slip during takeoff. The reason for the blocks sliding backwards could be they do not have longer spikes to enable them to grip the ground to prevent sliding. In scientific terms is that if the applied force exceeds the maximum frictional force, then the block will start to slide. That's the main reason as to why the blocks are sliding. There is no standard procedure as to what you should do in such a situation, because different situations, different applications, but what you can apply in all situations is that do not panic at any cost. Pick yourself up and apply your running tactics. If your low drive phase is 30 to 35 meters, do it. Don't pop up and start fighting the wind. You will never defeat Mother Nature, but with patience and proper technical approach, you might end up winning the race. A good example is this 4x200 meter relay race. The starter, Steven Baraza, who had a mishap, the block slid, he almost fell face first, didn't panic. With good reflexes, he was able to pick himself up and get back in the race as fast as possible. Gradually picking up speed. Remember, it's the 200 meters, not the 100. You have time to get back in the race. And with all that he did, and he was able to hand over the baton in first position. Here's the rest of the race. This is a race in Uganda. Check out lane 5, Walter Mwenga, who's a Kenyan sprinter. He was able to pick himself up as fast as possible and get back in the race, but unfortunately the distance was too short to recover fully. This next race is also in Uganda. Check out lane 5, a Kenyan sprinter by the name Tyson Juma. Exactly the same thing that happened to Walter Mohenga happened to Tyson Juma. Same lane 5, same incident, block sliding, same country, Uganda, same event, 100 meters. What are the odds? But just like a pro, he picked himself up as fast as he could. Went through the dry phase, even though it was short, he was able to get back. As you can see, he was closing in and only to run out of distance. But anyways, we learn from experience. Here's another example at the 2010 Commonwealth Games 100 meters finals. Marclays Francis at lane 6.
Francis finishing quickly, but Clark's going to win it. Clark gets the goal. The gold once more would be heading to the Caribbean, but it's too soon.
Not at all, you know, this is an amazing season for me. But I want to say one thing, I would have won that. If you watch the replay, my block slips. That's why it looks like I'm so far behind. I had to run deep within just to get a medal there, so it just goes to show that there's a lot more there, but yeah.
Quite what happened?
Watch my blocks. Watch them. See?
Yeah, there was definite movement.
I'm gutted. Oh.
In the 3 videos, we learn one thing in common. 1, do not panic. Once you fall down, once your blocks slide, you're left behind. Either a half a step, a full step, 2 steps, it doesn't matter. You've been left. Don't panic. Apply your race tactics. Number 2, don't rush. Go through the phases as gradual as possible. If it's the 200 meters, you will get back in the race as soon as possible. If it's the 100 meters, apply it as soon as possible, as fast as possible, but don't panic. Points to note: 1, always test the blocks before you use them. Make sure you are comfortable. If not, tell an official to change it for you. 2, if there are any other blocks, get some. If there are no other blocks, get someone to step behind the blocks for you. No one will stop you, just let the officials aware. Number 3, remember, don't panic. If it happens to you, don't forget the drive phase, the most important part of a race. And lastly, the person who wins a race is the one who crosses the finish line first. Don't give up along the way. The race might be just yours, just hanging there a little while longer. Thanks a lot for watching. Kama kawaida. On to the next. Peace.